Are you serious? Are you serious? All hell's breaking loose. Guys, let me tell you all about that in just a second. But first, read the disclaimer, okay? See the ticker going by? Read the disclaimer, because some of the content and information of this video is for entertainment only, okay? Some of it. All right. Now, let's talk about what's very serious, and that's all hell is breaking loose. Let me first put a shout out real fast for www.pastorpaulgold.com. You see, when's the last time you actually held your investment? No checking the apps, not watching a number move up and down on the screen. I mean, physically held it in your hand. That's what I love about gold. Gold, a biblical currency. It's real, it's tangible, and it can be yours. No passwords, no logins, no 6-digit codes, text to your phone for access. In a world that's getting more digital, more abstract, more complicated, gold is simple. So is silver. Matter of fact, that's why we're seeing a massive shift into precious metals. As everything moves to the cloud, people are starting to value what they can actually hold in their hand. There's something powerful about that. Because really, real ownership is becoming rare. If you want to see more about that and see how you can roll over a 401k or an IRA, or see if you qualify for this 1 ounce gold coin. Can I get that on the screen? Can somebody help me? There it is. Look at that, beautiful 1 ounce, 1/10 of an ounce. It's 1/10 of an ounce gold coin. They'll give it to you for free. It's worth over $500. Free, just to help you with a gold or silver IRA. Find out how you qualify. You'll be glad that you did. Tell Paul Begley sent you there, okay? You'll be very glad you did. All right, now, what's happening here is all hell is breaking loose, and the problem is people don't understand that you can't trust a liar. You say, oh, Paul, everybody can understand. No. A lot of people don't understand that you can't trust a liar. And that's what's been happening. The world's been negotiating with liars. And it's a problem. It is a big problem. Let's start first. There's two major things that have happened that's caused the entire world and all hell to break loose. First of all, the United States Navy has seized an Iranian-linked ship that tried to break the blockade tonight in the Strait of Hormuz. So yes, Iran tried to send one of their ships through the blockade. They ignored the command to stop. They were going to see if they could pull it off. So as Iran moved into the waterway, the United States had to seize the ship. U.S. President Donald Trump wrote on Truth Social today that the United States forces have seized an Iranian vessel in the Gulf of Oman after it attempted to breach the U.S. naval blockade, describing the interception as a response to what he said was non-compliance by the ship's crew. Now, Trump said that the U.S. Navy guided missile destroyer, the USS Sprunitz, intercepted the vessel, identified it as the Tosca after issuing a warning that was ignored. Today, as early as 900 feet long and weighing almost as much as an aircraft carrier, tried to get past our naval blockade. I mean, that's insane. It was suicidal, really, according to the president. He said, and it did not go well for them. He said the big ship was stopped after U.S. forces disabled it. The Iranian crew refused to listen, so our Navy ship stopped them right in their tracks by blowing a hole in the engine room. Okay. And according to the Post, U.S. Marines have taken custody of the vessel. Trump added that the Tosca is under U.S. Treasury sanctions due to what he described as a history of illegal activity, and said the United States authorities are inspecting the contents. We have full custody of the ship, and we're seeing what's on board. The incident comes amid heightened tensions in the Strait of Hormuz and now is become the central flashpoint in the conflict between the United States and Iran. Guys, the prophecy in the Bible says there's sorrow on the sea, it cannot be quieted. And it's in reference to the Middle East and the wars that are going to take place. And this prophecy is in the book of Isaiah. It's 800 years before Christ. And now we're seeing the sorrow that's on the sea. So there's some serious issues here. And we want everybody to understand that. But meanwhile, while that's going on, Hezbollah has broke the ceasefire with Israel and creating a human shield strategy behind Lebanon's ambushes and bomb detonations, killing a French peacekeeper. Emmanuel Macron of France is furious at the confirmed death of Sergeant Major Florian Montenero and demanded that the Lebanese authorities arrest those who are responsible in Lebanon. But of course, that would be Hezbollah. Now, the 10-day Israel-Lebanon ceasefire has come to a screeching halt after an ambush in southern Lebanon killed a French soldier, highlighting Hezbollah's alleged human shield tactics and drawing another nation into the conflict. The IDF reservist was also killed. So it was a French soldier and an Israeli soldier. And 9 Israeli soldiers were wounded, one very seriously, when an engineering vehicle drove over a bomb planted by Hezbollah in southern Lebanon. Now, Kobe Michael, a senior researcher at the INSS and Mizgov Institute in Tel Aviv, said that the Iranian-backed group had spent years preparing the region for Israel's arrival, relying on its entrenched signature terror strategy, even after the latest ceasefire and the IDF's re-entry into southern Lebanon. This is the rationale of using human shields, using the human population, civilian population, and sensitive civilian facilities in order to store weapons and use places for terror and operational purposes. So this is the strategy. This is who they are. This is how they fight. Hezbollah worked for decades to build an entire facility, part of an underground, below private residential buildings and houses, preparing themselves for a surprise attack on the Israeli soldiers from civilian locations. They were well prepared to defend themselves once the IDF entered and tried to fight them. France's foreign minister said that the soldier that was killed in a close-range ambush was struck by a direct shot by Hezbollah, killing the French soldier. The minister said the attack happened during a patrol clearing explosives when troops came under small arms fire from non-state actors, in other words, from Hezbollah. It was not the Lebanese government or Lebanese soldiers. They operated in the Shiite villages among the Shiite population who are supported by Hezbollah, according to Michael. He said before describing how most people in those southern villages are connected to Hezbollah in one way or another. They are actually connected to them and are working with them and heavily dependent upon Hezbollah, the terror organization. So it's going to it's already blowing sky high right now. There's planes in the air. There's bombing, explosions being heard. There is, as we speak right now, all hell has broken loose in the Middle East again. So, wow. Tomorrow, Trump is going to be furious. Trump is going to be angry. And you got to wonder, because earlier today, President Trump said he was going to, he was so angry, he was going to blow the country away. He said he was going to blow up every bridge and blow up every power plant, knock their power out, blow the grid up, blow up oil refineries, blow up bridges. This is the frustration that he has right now. And now he has more. What will he do? All hell's starting to break loose. He may have already turned them loose. We may find out in the morning when there'll probably be a press conference, and the Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, and Raising Cane will probably be up there giving us a full briefing from the Pentagon of Operation something. And I have a feeling that that's how this thing's going to go down. Guys, it is going to get ugly, and it's going to get ugly fast. I want to thank our government insider who got this information to us tonight. Once again, we've got a couple of these government insiders that are on top of things, and they get us information even before the media has released it. And they generally can do that within an hour or so before the media releases. And that's helpful so that we can bring to you the situation in real time. And it's getting to be very, very dangerous out there. So I want you to be alert, stay alert. Let me check on one more thing. I'll be right back after this song. Has broken loose in the Middle East right now. We have got some more information. Again, the United States has just seized an Iranian tanker, large ship that was trying to come through, trying to break through the blockade. The United States has blew a hole through its engine room, and U.S. Marines have stormed the ship and take control. Also, Hezbollah has broken the ceasefire, killing an Israeli soldier and killing a French soldier. And now, now all throughout the Middle East, we're hearing that planes are in the air, bombs are falling, things are starting to blow apart. All hell's breaking loose. Now, I also have some more intel on this, and here's what we're finding out on the ceasefire has ended. The 2-week ceasefire between the United States and Iran is over. High tensions amidst the negotiations. While U.S. President Donald Trump has indicated the talks were progressing, he has also warned that he may not extend this truce beyond the scheduled end, which is Wednesday, April 22nd. If a broader deal is not reached, it's not going to be, okay? These guys aren't going to sign a deal. They're breaching. They're trying to break through the blockade. They're shooting they shot 2 Indian oil tankers. They hit a French boat. They fired on the United Kingdom. Okay, so the Strait of Hormuz, Iran's officially reversed its decision to allow people to go through the waterway and started shooting at these other ships, as I reported, took place yesterday, citing the United States' refusal to lift its naval blockade on the Iranian ports. Now Iran's trying to break through the blockade. The United States has blew a hole into the engine room of an Iranian ship, and its Marines, our Marines, have stormed the ship and seized it. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps has reportedly fired on these tankers in the strait, prompting India to summon Iran's ambassador after the Indian flag vessel was hit. Negotiations in Pakistan, by the way, is supposed to start. Matter of fact, J.D. Vance, Vice President J.D. Vance, is supposed to arrive tomorrow to meet with Iranian negotiators in Pakistan. Is that going to happen? We'll know more in the morning. And while the 10-day ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon was supposed to keep going, it's blue sky high when an Israeli soldier and a French soldier were ambushed and shot and killed, and 9 other Israeli soldiers were injured. You can forget about it. It is absolutely blowing. Look, all hell is breaking loose this very hour, and we're going to continue to keep an eye on what's going on tonight. It should be very, very interesting. By morning, we'll have a better feel for where we're at. But you can forget about it. The ceasefire is broken between Lebanon and Israel. Hezbollah did it, and the blockade still on, although Iranians tried to break through the blockade, and the Iranians have been firing on innocent cargo ships from the United Kingdom, from the French, and from the nation of India. So, wow, you can't negotiate with liars. You just can't. Okay, I'll be back with more breaking information as it develops, and it could be even tonight. Stay with this channel. I'll be back as soon as more takes place, we get a more clearer picture. God bless all of you. We're living in the end times. Give your life to Jesus Christ because he is coming soon.